Hey guys, new day. Today we are running around. I'm gonna take you with me to a location scout because the next couple days we're gonna have a very nice production at the beach. And yes, it's a little bit cloudy today, but it shows that tomorrow the sun will come out. And then the next day as well. It's going to be just cooler than usual for here for Florida. It's going to be in the upper 60s and upper 70s the highest. So let's see, it should be good. Right now we're going to location scout, and for those of you who don't know, it is checking the location, making sure that everything's okay for the production, certain spots where we could shoot potentially, and I'm going to be with my clients. So hold on, next time we're at the beach. Alright guys, so we just arrived to the beach and I'm with Sophie.
Hey guys.
She's the boss. And what we're doing right now, I don't know if you can hear me because I know it's too windy. So I'll show you how this looks. Alright guys, back in the studio, and what about that location scouting? We had a little bit of fun, I gotta confess that. So let me explain more in depth what that is all about, because you saw us walking around, but I'm not sure the message came across. And I wanted to explain a little bit for those of you who are interested in doing all this stuff. So I know it was too windy. The thing is, location scouts. So we went around the premises or location and we checked for spots that, according to the mood board that we already have and the restrictions that the brand has, or how they want to communicate the idea of how the brand is, which is some spots. We already have a mood board, but I cannot show that. And we check the spots, we define, okay, we can shoot this here, and then have the model doing this in there, all those details, because in these bigger productions, details are your best friend. So the more you prepare, the better it's gonna go, the smoother your day, and the more satisfied everybody in the end, because you're gonna feel better about what you're doing. You're not gonna feel as much pressure. You're gonna feel it anyway, because you have your client in there, and the client is gonna tell you, no, we don't like how that, how we see that, we thought it was gonna look different, and that is totally normal. That is totally normal. But it takes a little bit of, a lot of pressure from your shoulders, I would say. The more you prepare, the better, and the more you tell the client or the creative director or whoever is your boss at that moment, the more you tell them and show them what you have in mind, the easier it is for them to translate that vision into images. So when they see them, and they would be like, oh, so that's what you meant, that is fantastic, that's great. And you can have a little bit more of the creative freedom that all of us want to have. So getting back into the location, so we checked that, okay, where the restrooms, if we don't have a motorhome, so where the restrooms, so in case of emergency, what's going to happen, blah 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 blah. Do we need to move from one place to another? Do we have certain locations close to where we are shooting, to get something, for example, snacks, or sometimes the clients want some coffee, so is there a Starbucks around, or Dunkin', or things like that. So little details that you may think like, but that's kind of silly. It is and it is not. We take it for granted, but when you're in production and then you surprise your client bringing some coffees, dude, they get so happy, especially if it's like iced coffee in a very hot, Florida summer. They'll love that. So take care of everybody in the production. That is very, very, very very important. Take care of your models. I mean, they are the most important person on set after you and after the client. So the model is the one that has to look their best. In the end, they're the ones showing what the brand is selling. So pay attention to that. And let me see what else. I mean, it was super windy today, but tomorrow it's going to be more, sunny, regular Florida weather. So that's great. And we discussed a lot of details, and we're good to go. So now I'm just waiting here because I need to pick up the Sprinter, which is the van that we're gonna use for the production. And I need to wait like another hour or so to go there. So here I am, just checking. All the paperwork is done. I rented the equipment that I needed as well. So we're in pretty good shape. Now I'm just answering emails, making phone calls, and just like working from the mobile office while I get the Sprinter so I can go home. Finally, it's time to go pick up the Sprinter. All right. All right, guys, finally in the Sprinter. So, welcome. So it's really cool because you see, as you can see, we have the makeup station here. Really cool. We have here for passengers. It comes with a steamer and then also with the wardrobe rack. So it's pretty cool. Now it's time to load the equipment and go home. I need to rest.